Hello you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, you're watching BookedonCharity. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you my magical readathon TBR. It is spring equinox and we are back at Aurelium. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the magical readathon that G over at Bookrose has created. And if you want more information on that, I will link her channel down below because I'm not going to do it any justice trying to explain what magical readathon is. But I am participating in it this time around, and I've picked out some books that I need to read to complete my classes for my calling. My calling is Master of Elements, and they are specific classes that I need to pass for spring equinox. So let's get into it. The first class I have to pass is Elemental Studies, and it's to read a book with flowers on the cover. And for that, I have chosen The Cloisters by Katie Hayes. I believe that this is a thriller book, but it's also kind of giving fantastical elements to it, and I'm really excited to pick this one up. So on the front it says, if death was in the cards, would you want to know? So I'm just gonna, like, the synopsis is really long and I don't want to read everything, but we are following Anne Stillwell, who arrives in New York, and she hopes to spend the summer working in the city at the city's Metropolitan Museum of Art. Instead, she's assigned to the Cloisters, the Met's Gothic museum and garden renowned for its collection of medieval and Renaissance art. But then when she's there, she discovers a mysterious, once believed lost deck of 15th century Italian tarot cards and finds herself at the center of a dangerous game of toxic friendship and unbridled ambition. And as the game being played within the Cloisters begin to spiral out of control, Anne must decide whether she is truly able to defy the cards or shape her own future. So Sarah Penner, the author of The Lost Apothecary, which is a book that I still want to read, says that it's sultry and sinister, teams with sexual tension and the secrets of divination and scholarly obsessiveness. It's jaw-dropping. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I'm happy that I also have the audiobook of this. The audiobook that I have is on Libro FM. However, I don't know if it's also available with other audiobook apps, so you can check it out. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. The next class I need to pass is Shape-Shifting, and I need to read a book with wolf on the cover or a wolf in the title or author's name. So for that, I've got Wolf's Song, it's in the title, and we also have a wolf on the cover, and this is by TJ Klune. I'm not even sure what this is about, but this is book 1 of the Green Creek series. So we follow Ox Matheson, and this says Ox Matheson was 12 when his father taught him a lesson. Ox wasn't worth anything, then he left. Ox was 16 when the Bennett family moved next door with a secret that would change him forever. For the family are shapeshifters, transforming into wolves at will. Ox is drawn to the friendships they offer and finds a particular ally in Joe, the youngest Bennett boy. Joe is charming and handsome, but haunted by scars he cannot heal. So I'm looking forward to picking this one up finally. The next class I need to pass is Animal Studies, and the prompt was to flip a coin, and if it was heads, I needed to read a non-fiction. If it was tails, I needed to read a fiction. But I am not in the mood for non-fiction, so I didn't flip a coin, but I did choose a book that I am looking forward to reading, and I've been looking forward to reading it, but I haven't had a chance to pick it up yet. And that is The Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake. This is book 2 in the Atlas series, and I absolutely loved book 1. But then for some reason, I never went to pick up book 2. I don't know what it is, but I finally want to jump in there and pick up this book and read it, hopefully enjoy it. However, before reading this, I want to just go back to the Atlas 6 and read the last chapter, because there was a plot twist and some information kind of like revealed to us, and I just want to refresh my mind because I don't want to read the whole book from scratch. So yep, this is the 3rd book. And the next class is Astronomy, and that is to read a book with 2 E's in the title. And for that, I've chosen The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. I was supposed to read this book in March, never got the chance, trying to pick it up again. I'm actually selecting this book to read for this week's reading vlog, so hopefully that will like get me through it. It is quite a thick book as well. I do have some long books in here. This is like 640 pages long, so the sooner I can start, the sooner I can like finish it. But I've heard really amazing things about this trilogy and I'm looking forward to reading book 1. The next class is Conjuration, and it says read a book recommended by a friend. I didn't ask any of my friends to recommend. Most of my friends don't even read along the same taste as I do, and right now I'm in a fantasy mood. Like I want to just read fantasy, and since it's magical readathon, I just wanted to pick books with magic in it, and for that I've decided to choose friend as TikTok. So I chose one of TikTok favorite fantasy books, and that is Guild, which is book 1 in the Plated Prisoner series, and this is by Raven Kennedy. So this book has been recommended for fans of Sarah J Maas as well as the Court of Thorns and Roses series, which is one of my favorites, and so I thought let me pick this up and read it. I'm hoping that I'm not going to be looking for similarities or comparing them too much as I'm reading. I just want to enjoy this author's writing and story and magic system. The final class is Restoration. I was meant to close my eyes, spin around, point a finger along my bookshelves and pick a book to read, but also I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to pick a book that I know that I'm interested in, because I've been in I haven't been having a great reading time in terms of picking physical books, and I wanted to make sure that this TBR is filled with books that are making me feel excited to read them. I didn't want to be forced to read something that I was not in the mood for, and because I just finished a really great cozy mystery book, I wanted to like get a book along those lines, and I picked a book that I think fits in that spectrum, but I don't know, but to me I think it is, and that's The Accidental Medium, and this is by Tracy Whitwell. So this is Who Needs Living When the Dead Have So Many Secrets to Tell. So I don't know, the cover kind of gives me something very cozy, something that's going to be fun. Like I like cozy mysteries because they've got this humorous element to them. The one that I read had also a little bit of ridiculousness into it, and I absolutely loved it. And I don't know, I feel like this one is going to be great. So it says meet Tans, the accidental medium who, with the help of the dead, is about to become an unwilling crime solver. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be good. So it says Tans is a wine-loving, straight-talking, once successful TV actress from Gateshead whose career has shriveled like an antique walnut. She is still grieving her friend Frank, who died in a car crash 3 years ago, and she has to find a normal job in London to fund her cocktail habit. When she starts work in the New Age shop, Tans suddenly discovers that the voices she's hearing in her head are not just her imagination working overtime, but are in fact the messages from beyond the grave. Alarmed, she confronts her little mom and discovers she is from a long line of psychic mediums. Despite an exciting new avenue of life opening up to Tans, darkness isn't far away, and all too soon there's murder in the air. So I'm looking forward to this. I think this is going to be fun, and I wanted to add kind of like a more fun book in this TBR because I am filled up like with a lot of fantasy type books, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. So that was the final book that I'm choosing for the magical readathon. However, I also wanted to mention another book that I am in the middle of. It is a carryover from March, and I am planning to finish this book, and that is The Blame Game, and this is by Sandy Jones. This is a domestic thriller that I'm in the middle of. So far it hasn't given me the excitement that I need from it, but I'm only like just over 100 pages, and I hope that it's gonna get better from here on out and get a little bit of excitement in it. But yeah, looking forward to this one. The other book that I'm carrying over from the previous month that I'm actually not sure if I'll have time to pick it up, but I am including it in my TBR in case I get time to read it, because I really am enjoying the book, but I don't want to rush myself, and I don't want to pick it up when I don't feel like I'm ready for it, because it is a bit emotional, but it's so good. And that is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and this is by Gabrielle Zevin, and this is following the friendship of these two people who have kind of like been on and off in their friendship, and it's very touching, it's very exciting, and I'm looking forward to continuing with the story. And that is it for this month's TBR. Let me know in the comments down below what you're reading for the month of April, whether you are participating in any readathon. There is a couple of readathons that are being hosted in the month of April, but this is the only one that I'm participating in. Let me know in the comments down below, and if you made it this far in the video, leave a book stack emoji, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.